Hello friends, this is Youheum and I practice extreme minimalism. And currently as a digital nomad, I'm traveling in Japan for 3 months. And today I'll be sharing how my week unfolded. I'm currently living in Kanazawa area, and this is my mom's house actually. She travels to different countries for work, and I'll definitely do a whole tour of my temporary home and also my minimal space. I do love how I can sleep on the floor, and surprisingly, I don't really miss my hammock bed, and I do enjoy how grounded I feel, and I appreciate the soothing scent of the tatami floors. I'm still juicing celery and trying my best to keep up with my self care routine like yoga and meditation. But I admit that it's been difficult to do this when I first arrived in Japan because of my jet lag. Since my sister also joined me, I'm enjoying the precious time I have with my family. I'll be staying for a long time and I'll also be visiting Korea for a month after Japan, but my sister will be returning soon to our Austin home. So we headed to Kusatsu in Gunma to stay at an inn, and I was excited to finally go to an onsen to heal my body and just let go and relieve some stress. Even though some of the places that I went were definitely touristy and it was a bit stimulating, I still enjoyed connecting with nature in the outdoors and I enjoyed cultivating some nourishing experience and not really focusing too much on accumulating material things. The inn I stayed at was called Toki no Niwa, and it had such a beautiful garden in the center. Our room had an open air bath, but we went out for the separate private bath outside. And we did this because we're not able to use the public bath because me and my sister both have tattoos. After the hot bath, we relaxed out on the balcony while drinking some cold tea. And I'm being flexible with my caffeine intake. So while I'm in Japan, I decided to drink some matcha and green tea. At 5:30, we decided to go to the shokudo, the restaurant part of the inn, and they didn't have a specific vegan menu, and I completely understand that veganism and vegetarian diet might not be common in modern Japanese culture, but we were still able to make it work, and there were lots of vegetables and plant-based meals included in the course. I decided to try out the hot spring water inside my room, and this was a good way to start a relaxing day. And I just wanted to try it out before we had to check out. For a few days, we decided to explore the central area of Tokyo, like Shinjuku and Shimogitazawa, and I'll share more about that in the future. Also, feel free to share what you love about traveling. Let me know in the comments below. Our next trip was to Kyoto, and we had to take the Shinkansen from Tokyo Station for 2 hours and a half. We strolled through the Geisha Street, and I loved how natural and well preserved everything was. All the architecture and decoration were so mindfully created, and it was not stimulating at all since it naturally blended with the surrounding environment. And I especially loved the combination of moss green and the dark wooden and natural colors and textures. After walking for a few minutes, we decided to go to Maruyama Park, and we also went to a nearby shrine. And I intend to visit a Zen temple in the future so that I can reconnect with my Buddhism practice while I am in Japan. And if you know any good temples, feel free to share with me in the comments below. After wrapping up the day and grabbing a quick meal for dinner, we headed over to 9 Hours, Kyoto. I never had the chance to stay at a capsule hotel, even though I visited Japan many times. So this time I picked a minimal place with a modern vibe, and I appreciate how they only kept the essentials, but they still had everything to survive, like the shower room, the bathroom, lounge area, and other accommodations. For breakfast, we went to a vegetarian and vegan friendly place and ordered a salad bowl and a Japanese style breakfast with side dishes. And it's really difficult for me to avoid soy sauce and gluten since it's so commonly used in Japanese cuisine. So I decided to be more forgiving and gentle with myself, even if I can't stick to my strict diet 100%. Our last destination in Kyoto was to Arashiyama, and there were several places we actually wanted to visit while we were there in that neighborhood. And the first place was the bamboo grove. Upon going inside, I definitely noticed that the air quality was different inside, and it was very refreshing, and I felt more grounded when I entered into the bamboo grove. We also passed by a lotus pond on our way to Gyoji Temple. And when we went to Kyoji, I knew that this was going to be my favorite place in the entire trip because I felt instantly relaxed just being surrounded by all the greenery, the trees, the moss, and I was able to listen to the beautiful birds and listen to the gentle sound of the water. And it was so different from the hustle and bustle of the city and the crowded touristy places. For me, I find it difficult to remove stimulation or toxic things from my life completely. And I see that nothing can be destroyed, removed, or rejected entirely. So when there's a busy, crowded place like the city, like the touristy spots, there's also a peaceful and quiet place waiting for me. And I see that it's all about the balance in my life. It's all about where I choose to be, where I choose to stay most of the time. And it's all about being okay with the presence of chaos when I have to face it head on. So, this entire trip reminded me of the value of balance, the deep connection between the opposing forces, like the maximal Japan, like the minimal Japan, and the very modern industrialized Japan, but also the historical, the ancestral, the grounded, and back to roots part of Japan as well. So overall, it was a good reminder that everything is coexisting, even the opposing forces, even the things that seem so different from each other. The last stop was to a local shop that my mom wanted to check out, and they had handmade things made of bamboo and also high quality incense sticks that I was very tempted to buy. And even though I am an extreme minimalist, I don't really hate shopping or I don't really criticize maximal people or people who enjoy shopping and enjoy the process of picking things out for themselves. It's not like I hate these things, it's just that I don't like to shop mindlessly. So I usually don't buy anything when I'm traveling, but I don't mind going to a shop with somebody to simply observe what is there and be respectful of the person who wants to go see things. So I feel that it's important for me to respect other people's decisions and respect other people's unfolding without rejecting them. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for being here, my friends, and I hope to see you again soon.